Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent GG's Super Channel G. Look how incredible these action figures look. I can't wait to show you how amazing it was to unbox these bad boys. So guys, we're super excited about Avengers Endgame coming out at the end of this month. And man, are these action figures amazing. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. Give us a big thumbs up. And yeah guys, we want to make a big push to become your favorite YouTube channel. So we're going to be releasing a new video every morning. Hopefully before 10 o'clock. That we can have already ready when you get up. So guys, why don't we go ahead and get started, right? I just can't believe how amazing these action figures look. And they were obviously so high in demand. We had to go all around town toy hunting them. It was super fun, but also like scary we weren't gonna get them all. But we did, and we got them in a timely manner. So guys, why don't we go ahead and get started right now?
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
Super Channel G.
Alright friends, so let's get started. I can't wait to show you just how incredible these action figures are. And so let's take a look. Let's dive right on in. What do you say? So the very first one is Captain America. And he looks absolutely outstanding. This one does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. And we're going to take a look at the back and take a look at all the figures in this set. But he looks absolutely outstanding. Now the movie has not come out yet, so there's still a lot of speculation on these suits. And popular belief is that they're going to be quantum realm suits that are perhaps doctored up by, created by Hank Pym. But then since he's been dusted, that'll be Tony Stark who takes him to the next level. But we're not sure because they do say Avengers, with the Avengers symbol. And let's take a look at the back right before we completely get started with this Captain America. So take a look at the figures that are in this set. This beautiful Build-A-Figure Thanos with the battle armor includes Captain America, Ronin, Ebony Maw, Living Laser, Marvel's Nighthawk, Citizen V, and Marvel's Hercules. And let me tell you, they look incredible. They look so awesome. Now, the interesting thing is Captain America, Ronin, and Thanos are the only ones from Endgame. Ebony Maw is from Infinity War, and these are from the comics. So it would have been really awesome to have more Endgame figures. Now that being said, we do have, we just recently did the review for this Marvel Legends Black Widow and Marvel's Hawkeye. We can definitely check that out. I'll see if I can add the link here. Ding! But, and so just click on this link. But nonetheless, let's get started with this one. So, this Captain America looks outstanding. This wonderful suit right here. And the cool thing is if you buy more, you can swap out the heads and put Iron Man's head on there, put War Machine, Thor, whoever you want, and you can create a whole army of them. So, especially once we see the movie, we're going to see exactly why they have these suits. So the art on the side is outstanding, and it's it's the same on both sides, mirror image, and it looks absolutely great. The color scheme on here is just so outstanding, and look at this great emblem right here. Now it's interesting that it does not say Endgame right here, and I wonder if that's just because perhaps this packaging was created prior to when they released the name Endgame. But it looks absolutely outstanding. I love the way this blue looks, and look how great Captain America looks right here. So over here on the back it says, "The first Avenger, Steve Rogers, continues to protect the world from evil as the star-spangled hero, Captain America." If you'll notice, he is using his vibranium shield, which he left there with Tony Stark in Civil War when boom, he smashed it into his arc reactor in his chest. and Tony Stark goes, "You don't deserve that shield. My dad made that shield, and he left it there with him." So clearly, he's gonna get the shield back, and we would assume make amends with Tony Stark. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because that'll be just such a great team up with them. So of course, this Thanos looks great. So let's get him on out of here. Let's take a look. So Cap looks outstanding. Let me set this aside because I want to keep the box. And you know what? Let me move these on over so that we can have a clear review station. All right. And so, sorry guys, I didn't realize I still had one more light to turn on to get it nice and, you know, just well lit right here. So look how great this looks. It looks absolutely outstanding. Looks so great. So take a look at the shield. The shield looks, you know, it's probably the same shield we've had in the past with Marvel Legend figures, but it's a great shield. Let me just say that much. So looks absolutely outstanding. Look at this. Okay, put that aside. Let's pop our Captain America on out of here. That right there. And first of all, this Captain America looks outstanding. Look at this great head sculpt. Now, the interesting thing is, I don't know why it doesn't have a chin strap, as the picture does have him with a chin strap, so that's something to note. The detail on this suit looks outstanding. Look at that. Looks absolutely great. Alright, let's see. The arm is nice and tight and kind of clicks along the way. Soft click. It goes this far back. Now notice there's a little bit of a lip right here, so it doesn't go all the way in. Let's see. But it does go further in from the back because of the groove right here. It moves right here in the top part of the bicep. And we do have double joints right here on the elbow. So that looks great. Let me see if I can push this part forward. We could probably even get the elbow a lot further in. Of course I don't want to wear it out. But alright, in any event, the arm does come in pretty far in. And looks like we have a mirror image here. Oh, there we go. This one elbow came further in. And the arm is able to come real far in. So once again, we're still not sure what this is. We don't know if it's for time travel. We don't know if it's for the quantum realm. We have no idea. But we do know that they're all wearing it. So based on the leaks that we were waiting to come out in this movie, we've been dying to find out what that is. We're going to find out in just a couple weeks. And obviously, if you're watching this after the movie, you probably already know what this is, but I'm curious to find out. So we have one open hand to hold the shield right here, or one closed fist that we can still do. Either way, we can either hold an item or have a closed fist. It looks so great. It has ab cruncher here, which it goes pretty far forward and back. Now, it's a little looser than you would have liked, especially considering how tight it is right here on the shoulders. So it does move right here at the waist. Both of these are a little looser than you would anticipate, but still feels good. This leg is way looser, look, than this one, which is way tighter. Which obviously we want it tighter, but nonetheless, it moves in the high part of the thigh. It's definitely tight here. We have double joints right here on the knees. We got some pretty good mobility, and we have some great movement right here that pivots in the right here on the ankle. Now the boots look great. Look at this. You know, so are these space suits? Are these quantum realm suits? Are they both? Because they are going to both. So interesting. We're gonna find out really soon. But Captain America looks outstanding. Let's take a really close look at this head sculpt. The eyes look great. We just wish he had the chin strap. That would complete it. So maybe I can just paint that myself. But let me get the box one more time so that you can see. We definitely want this chin strap right here, see? Close but no cigar. But still looks absolutely outstanding. Look at that. Okay. So, now let's get him in a really cool pose because he looks absolutely great. Look at this Avengers symbol, and I'm pretty sure Hank Pym would not be happy with there being an Avengers symbol until, I guess, we bring him back and he finds out, well, use my technology to save the world. Because I think it was Ant-Man and the Wasp, when they showed him still as part of S.H.I.E.L.D. and leaving S.H.I.E.L.D., he's like, As far as getting his technology, he said, over my dead body. Well, he got dusted, so it's exactly what's gonna happen. But nonetheless, this looks outstanding. And yeah, let's get him in a great pose and set him up over here. Okay, so this is a very simple but effective pose that definitely says Captain America. Got a strong stance. We have him like creating this fist right here, holding his shield tight to his body. Look at this. Looks great. He's definitely ready to take on the world right here. So, doesn't that look amazing? I think so. So let's get him just a scotch over here. And he looks outstanding. All right. Great. All right, let's move on. Okay, and next we have Ronin. And Ronin is, of course, this basically different iteration of Hawkeye. Where I haven't seen the movie again, but a lot of speculation, so that's what we're gonna be talking about today. That clearly he's gonna lose his family in the dusting, right? After the snap. And that's gonna cause him to snap. And looks like he ends up going to Japan or an Asian country over there and kind of either learn some new skills or, you know, just takes on this whole new identity, and he looks absolutely outstanding. Now, just guessing, it looks like he's gonna end up still reverting back to Hawkeye with his bow and arrow, but while he's Ronin, it's a really cool storyline, time frame, little arc in his in these movies. So he looks really cool, and this action figure looks great. So look at this beautiful package. It looks absolutely outstanding. Jeremy Renner, right? And it's the same thing both ways. This is Hawkeye with swords instead of with his bow and arrow. And so Ronin looks absolutely great. So Ronin, Clint Barton, is a master sharpshooter and skilled martial artist who fights alongside the Avengers. Yep, this is a beautiful package. I love this blue. Looks just so great, just pops right on up. And once again, look at how gorgeous this symbol looks, right? So, look at this one. Comes with the Infinity Gauntlet arm for Thanos. And let's get him on out of here. That's enough. Let's get started. So, see what we got here. Look how great this actually looks. So let's get Thanos Build-a-Figure arm out of here. And I wonder if it's the exact same fist pose as the one we had from this part down. We'll compare it at the end. And it looks very similar from here. We'll find out. Looks so great. And looks like it has pretty awesome articulation too. Ugh, it's a little stiff. Well, we'll take a look at that later. And let's look at our Ronin. And the fact that he comes with accessories, obviously a big deal. So look how great this looks. So let's zoom right on into this head. Wow, look at this. This just rolls on and off. That's kind of cool. And it just fits right there, comfortably on there. And we can turn it. We turn his head. Wow, I'm really digging that. Look at that. Looks awesome. Yep. And then of course right here is where his swords are gonna go. I love the way this looks. This is amazing detail, guys. This is an awesome figure. Look at this jacket. So I'm sure this probably comes off. Look at this. Okay. Take that off. I wonder, this jacket does not. I was like, I wonder if it opens somewhere. Sure doesn't look like it, but it looks great, and it's like loose on there, so it looks like it is a jacket, right? So the arm goes around, opens out, nice and stiff. There we go. Moves on the high part of the of the bicep, and does have double joints at the elbows. Look at that. He has this really cool forearm piece right here, right? Reminiscent of, you know, a style similar to Batman. Obviously, it doesn't have these parts coming off, but definitely like that awesome warrior style right there. The wrists do go back and forth. They do spin around, and look at that. So you can hold a sword. I love that gold paint. Look at that. Look at this. Gorgeous gold paint right there. So it's basically the same looking hand mirror image. The same going on right here with this arm. That's outstanding, and it moves right here in the high part of the bicep, and definitely comes far in with his double joint. So this looks absolutely great. I can't get over how great this face looks. Look at that. So, the legs, they are free to articulate well because this is soft plastic and it's got openings right here. So it does turn on the high part of the thigh. We do have double joints at the knees. It's nice and tight here. Okay. And then, well, it's a little loose going side to side, so just be mindful of that because it's not as tight as you would think it would be. So that's a little unfortunate, but nonetheless, it looks great. Look how awesome these boots look. Look at this. Wonder what that's supposed to be. It doesn't come right out and say it. So look at this gorgeous boots. Does pivot tons right here at the feet, the ankle, and it points and flexes. So this is an outstanding looking figure. Look at that. And this looks like cloth material. It looks so awesome, like a leather jacket, right? So let's put this back on. Let's make sure I put it on the right way, right? There we are. Hopefully I'm not putting it on upside down. Let me make sure. Because I could have sworn it came from the top. I'm gonna have to rewind this to find out. But nonetheless, look at that. Looks great, doesn't it? So let's take a look at its accessories. These. So I'm assuming that's supposed to be like a dagger down there, but let's look how great these look. It's absolutely outstanding. Let's just slide this right on in here. And then we can have him do that forearm thing that we saw in the previews, right? Look. You can slide this right on in here. So that looks absolutely outstanding. Let's bring this here. You can bring that down. As I mentioned, just like right there in the movie. That look great. Let's put his hood back on. Slide that on right down here. Boom. Look at that. That looks so outstanding. Let's bring this down this way. Let's move this. There we go. So, let's put him with both swords. It's looking really cool. So I have to slide it in this way. There we are. And let's spread his legs to get a good strong stance. Let's see. He does feel like he crunches a little bit at the abs, just slightly. And then it does turn at the waist. So let me see if I can get a really good pose for him going. Okay, so we got a really cool pose right here where he has his swords out. Now the interesting thing is his legs are pretty weak, and I'm concerned about that. Now he's such an amazing looking figure that I was extremely disappointed on that. Now he looks amazing. Definitely need him in your set, obviously, but man, I'm scared that posing him too much won't go well because of the fact that his legs are, look at that, just the knee joints and the hip just aren't that strong. So let me set him up right here so I can get him to stand well. Okay, cool. And you know what? He's got this really cool throwing star hand. Look at this. I love the way this looks. So we can have him just going like that. So clearly he's gonna have some of those in the movie. But this one also turns and pivots. It looks absolutely great. But we want him to be with the swords, right? So this is definitely a wonderful addition to be able to use. All right. Let's move on. This next one was so hard to find. Selling out everywhere. Obviously everybody wanted Ebony Maw. And I'm so excited because this is gonna complete our the Black Order, right? So he looks outstanding, just so great. This one comes with the leg of Thanos. This package looks amazing. Look at this. And so it was scary how much more powerful he made himself seem than Doctor Strange. And he just bested him over and over, just so many times. And so anyway, it was really cool how this scene played out in the movie though, when they were in space. So Ebony Maw, look at this beautiful artwork. The dangerous assassin Ebony Maw puts his powers of persuasion to sinister use in service of the evil Thanos. Sorry, I don't know why I was like, maybe I didn't say the right word. Maybe I read it wrong. But absolutely amazing. Look at this gorgeous outfit that they did for him. So, if you remember correctly, in Infinity War, when our heroes made it to Titan to go face Thanos, Thanos was like, "I take it the Maw's dead. The day extracts a heavy toll." Wow, look at this. Unreal. Look how great this looks. Okay, and set this aside. And here's this Build-A-Figure piece. Thanos' left leg. Look at this amazing armor here. It's bad enough they couldn't stop him without the armor. But now with armor as well. Interesting. I'm sure it's gonna look amazing. So look how absolutely wonderfully detailed this guy looks. And he's also extremely tall. So that's really cool. Look at this beautiful head detail. Look at that. Looks great. Earth is closed, Squidward. Remember when Iron Man said that? So yeah, buddy. Interesting. Okay, so he does his crunching and turning mobility here. So nothing at the waist. No ab. This is what the joint right here for the ab crunch. So let's see the arm. His super thin arm right here. It moves well from the shoulder. This joint right here is a little bit not super strong. So just be careful and support this when you move it. Look at this. Okay. So it moves on the high part of the bicep right there. We do have double joints. Oh my gosh, I thought I had cracked off. It just moved so quickly that I was like, oh no, I broke it already. Okay, so this double joint brings him right away, brings his hands all the way, and that looks outstanding. Love the way that works and looks. Okay, it's moving really well right here in the wrist. That looks outstanding. His arms are super long. Look at this. So this is kind of a mirror image, except the hand obviously is totally different. Let's see. This definitely comes all the way in as well. And look at this hand. Right? So let's see his head articulation. Moves up fairly well, especially with that hair there. Doesn't move down a whole ton, but definitely does turn to the side and pivots a little bit here. Okay? This is a super soft plastic vinyl-ish feeling right there. Look how great the detail is on this suit. The leg moves in the high part of the thigh. Got some pretty good hip joint action there. And we have a super heavy duty double joint right here on the leg. Obviously, we don't need him terribly articulating. We just need him to be able to stand up well. Look at his great boots. Look at his great shoes. And the pivot right there, just so outstanding. He looks so incredibly wonderful. Look at that. Let's see if we can bring him. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? I sure think so. Alright, let me get him to the best pose we can get. Okay. Once again, we just need something simple. Like this. Look at that. If that doesn't look great, spread his legs to have a powerful stance. And we'll move him right on over here. There we are. Maybe he's a little too close to our Ronin. There we go. Oh, we don't want him to fall forward. I say he's going to fall forward really easily or quickly, right? Just bring his leg forward. Let's do that. There we go. That looks really awesome, actually. There we go. All right. Outstanding. I love the way this Ebony Maw looks. Okay. Next we have Living Laser, and this figure actually looks really cool. I'm being honest, I'm not real familiar with this character, but he looks great. This has the chest right here, the torso of Thanos, and it looks outstanding. Look at this really cool packaging here, and colors, scheme, and everything. Let's take a look at what it says back here. Is this the exact same? It's just same art. So, okay, it says Living Laser. Look at this. Great artwork. Driven mad by jealousy, the brilliant research scientist Arthur Parks becomes the villainous Living Laser. So, let's get him out. Let's see what he's all about. And he's see-through. I'll be honest, he looks great. It's an interesting head right here that we got. Well, let's take a look at this Thanos Build-a-Figure piece. So, it looks unreal. It's beautiful gold finish right here. Just, this is soft plastic. Now, it's not super soft, it's still stiff, but it's still soft plastic, so it moves. So this is a little bit tougher, but looks great. And like this, give you an idea how tall he's gonna be. Right? Look at that. Got a whole side going here. That's gonna look outstanding. Okay, so our Living Laser. Get him on out here. And it's cool how he's got this see-through body right here. Color scheme looks outstanding. Look, it's even got this here on the side. That looks cool. Alright, so let's see. Does the head move? Barely. So, but it does turn slightly. Look at that. Obviously, it doesn't go back and forth and up and down. And he does have this extra butterfly joint, so I'm really excited about that. Look at this. Bring this all the way back here. Boom! So, look at this great mold right here. It moves above the bicep. We have this double joint right here, so we can bring the arm really close in. With this fist, it does turn and pivot well. We have two fists, which I normally don't like on a character unless they're like super strong or like super smashers and punchers, or perhaps Captain America would be fine too, but it does look good on this figure, especially since he's summoning this power, and the fact that he has this extra joint right here. Look at the paint job on him. Looks great. He ab crunches nice and tight and well. Turns right here at the waist. So, yeah. Let's see, nice and stiff right here at the hip joints. Great double joint right here, and he moves in the high part of the shin, and so there we go. We got great mobility right here. Now I'm thinking this is probably just a Spider-Man body, or most of this is probably a Spider-Man body, especially with the butterfly joints here, and the fact that it's thin and has like a Spider-Man-ish type foot. That's probably what it is, but what a great paint job, what a great mold. And yeah, let's see what we got here. So this looks like this electricity charging out here, and I know it's like kind of washed out here, but let's have him just kind of maniacally coming up like this. Now there is the joint on the high part of the thigh right there, and let me see what kind of pose we can get for this guy. Okay, I'm super excited about this. Look, he's just charged, looking so outstanding, and has this strong stance right here. He's gonna look so short next to Ebony Maw. Look at that. But he looks great. I'll tell you that much. Look at that. Tell me those don't look amazing. I sure think so. Alright, let's move on. Okay, and next we have Nighthawk. This one looks kind of cool. I'm not sure how I feel because I'm not super familiar with this figure, and my thoughts are this is going to be really big and stiff and not going to be able to stand up well because of it. So as far as the figure looks, he does look really interesting and really neat. And look at this great artwork right here. Too bad it's the same picture 3 times, because that's unfortunate, but cool emblem right here. We have the weapon for Thanos in the other arm. So that looks great. And let's see what it says back here. It says, Marvel's Nighthawk. Originally a member of Squadron Sinister, the wealthy Kyle Richmond has a change of heart and joins the Defenders. Look at this really cool, like, wannabe Logan deal going on right here. Look at his outfit. It's kind of like super tight PJs. And, yep, let's take a look at him. I'm fascinated. And cool. I like his comic book boots. Interesting that the claws are also yellow. So, I mean, I'm sure that could be modified with a cool paint job. So, let's set that aside. And let's take a look at our Thanos pieces. This is just unreal how huge this is. This looks so outstanding. Look at that. Set aside. Let's look at Thanos' right arm. Oh, wow, cool. So this goes in there. Oh, it looks like it was supposed to be. I was like, it just pops in there, but no, it's supposed to be glued. So we're gonna have to glue this. That's alright. That's no biggie. Okay, we'll just glue that later. So it doesn't keep popping off. But it looks outstanding. Look at that. Okay. And then, let's see. Looks like we do have 2 trays. Let's see. We have 1 tray for the body and the 1 tray for the cape. It's interesting because they get creative sometimes. And it's just really to set them in front of it so it's not leaning against it. So, looks like this cape does come off. We just have to pop the head off. But that being said, it looks very much like what I've seen them do in the comic book pictures, especially when you look online and you search this figure. But it's so loose that you put it right here, the peg in there, and it's still too heavy to stand him up like that. So you have to kind of lean him on the cape to stand him up with the cape well. So let's take a close look. It is like soft but stiff plastic. We got, you know, some pretty good head articulation. Let's zoom in and take a close look at that. So, you know, looks alright. I'm not a terribly big fan, but it looks alright. I'm sure somebody has to be a fan of Nighthawk. So, you know what I just thought about? Nah, that's probably not the case. So, let's see. I don't like that his elbow joint feels really loose. But when I say loose, I mean like a soft, like gummy plastic. Okay, so it's cool that his shoulder clicks because obviously it's gonna stay well. His arm does rotate back well. It moves really good in the upper part of the bicep. We do have double joints, but these double joints are kind of gummy. Look. Gummy, 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 gummy. So, let's see. These Wolverine wannabe claws right here, they are soft, so be careful there. His wrist does move in and out, so that's got good articulation. You know, I am digging this hawk symbol right here. It looks alright. Looks almost like Phoenix. But, he ab crunches well right here. This cape does come out really easily because there's nothing for it really to sit on up here. And so it looks like, you know, it's got a cool little cutout right here. I'm digging the boots. Let's see, moving right here at the waist. These double joints on the knees actually move really good. The upper part of the thigh. And, okay, good. It does turn right here on the high part of the boot. And then it pivots well on the foot. So, I think we're going to have to crouch him down so that he can stand with the help of his cape. So let me see if I can adjust it that way, okay? Okay, so we got actually a pretty good action pose. Look at this. So I'm gonna bring it down right here, take a closer look. It's actually pretty cool. Now that being said, he's leaning on the cape on these pressure points right here and here. We widen his stance so that the cape can touch the table. And it actually looks really cool here. The thing is, I don't know how many stances we can get without supporting the cape. So just keep that in mind. It actually looks really cool, but this figure is probably just gonna go back in the box when we're done. So let's set him right over here. Let's make sure we can have him stand well based on this cape right here. So otherwise, working well. So that looks great, right? All right, let's move on. Okay, so we have 2 more action figures and then we can do our Build-A-Figure. So here's Citizen V, and another one that's from the comics and not from the movie. And it was kind of interesting because I was like, I've seen him before, wasn't real familiar with his story, and the write-up in the back seems to be slightly off actually. Because I was like, let me look a little bit more online to see what I can find out about Citizen V. And there were multiple people that have played the role of Citizen V. So this one says, Baron Helmut Zemo adopts the alias Citizen V and leads the heroic Thunderbolts into battle against various villains. Now, obviously, if you know all about Citizen V, tell us in the comments below. But it seemed like he was obviously a Baron Zemo, who we know is a villain, at some point did take on Citizen V after a couple of people had already been it, and I guess paraded to pretend to be a good guy, and then even teamed up like with the Thunderbolts, and then they found out he's a villain and they kicked him out, and like then eventually he gets like killed, and I don't know, his consciousness, it seemed all wild. So I'm not real sure what went there with his story arc, but anyway, it seemed a little all over the place. But nonetheless, this version, his design looked really cool. It looked really patriotic there. So let me set this aside. Let's take a look at our Build-A-Figure piece. And look at this great design right here on this Thanos Battle Armor leg. Looks so outstanding, and it's really coming together over here. Look at this. Okay, awesome. So let's get him on out of here. And once again, it's that soft but stiff plastic. Get him and his sword on out of here. Now, at least he has a sword. I was a little disappointed that our Nighthawk over here did not have any sort of accessory. And I don't count his costume as an accessory. That cape doesn't do it for me. Alright, so at least this one has a sword, has something, right? And let's see. I'm sure it probably pops off. Yep, sure does. And this looks like it's the exact same mold as this one, except we have different gloves here and different boots. So, anyway, we have a loose belt, and he's really just blue. So, taking a closer look, this is a cool mask. I can definitely admit that. With some outstanding head articulation. Look at that. Okay. The arms move nice and tight, so that's good. Mirror image, of course. Different hands, but let's take a look. It moves the high part of the bicep, which is usually the most common. We do have double joints here. Comes in pretty well, you know. Nice enough beyond the 90-degree angle. Good wrist movement. Oh, look, there's a little rubber band there. May as well leave it there. He's gonna hold that really well. And I like the wraps right here on the forearms. That looks cool. I like this cutlass looking sword, right? Except it's really long, so it's not just like a pirate cutlass. Come here, you scallywag. Alright, so wow, this one's super stiff and even clicking, unlike this one here. Let's see, we've got some good mobility there. This one is really cool with this. It's a good design fist and the red wraps right there. He does crunch right here at the abs, turns right here at the waist, and then he has this, I don't know what you call this, but this little belt going deal right here. And I don't know if this is supposed to be loose like that, but it looks cool. We got some, alright, so these are some well put together legs. The hips are nice and stiff right there. It moves the upper part of the thigh. We do have a really good mobility right here on the double joints of the knees. And it turns to the high part of the boot, so that's good. Gives us this extra articulation. Look how great that looks right there at the ankle. And so, this is curved a little bit because it's been pushed against the plastic. Look at this cape right here. It looks obviously like Star Spangled Banner, right? It's got this trim that's white on the edges. So that looks cool. And then of course it's got this peg right here, so it can just go right in his back right here. Go over his shoulders. But of course the cape is heavy, So you're gonna have to really support him with a stance or get him in a stand. And you know what? I think I have one right here. So that we don't have to have him crouching down, because I'm sure he'd want to be really tall and proud and not crunching his abs and so on. So let's bring his arm and sword down like this. Let's have him coming across, and ooh. There we go. Oh, I guess I can't really have it here without him floating off. Let's see. There we go. There we are. So that looks pretty all right. I'm actually digging that pretty good. Of course, we do require the stand to, oops, let's move his foot. That looks a little funny. And we do need the stand to have him, to support him. But it looks great, I'll tell you that much. It looks like it's definitely waving in the wind. Look at that. So that looks cool. It definitely looks cool. I'll set that right over here. Zoom out. And we have one last figure. Oops, let me fix his boot again, because I never really got it in there. I have one last figure before our Build-A-Figure piece. Let's set him right there. That looks great. All of our capes on one side and no capes on the other. Okay. Our last figure, it's Hercules. And he looks really cool actually, and I'm glad he has some accessories, because that was lacking a little bit. And look at this awesome Thanos head. Amazing. So look at this cool art. Unfortunately, it's the same picture 3 times, because it's neat when we have, you know, maybe these match, but this one's a totally different picture. And looks good. Looks cool. And let's get him out. Well, before I get that, let me read the back. It says, Marvel's Hercules, an immortal champion of Olympus. Hercules uses his immense strength to battle evil and protect the world. Wow, look, he's veining out here because he's super strong. And this concept art looks outstanding. Love this blue also. So, let's get this bad boy on out of here. And that way we can get review him and then take a look at our Build-A-Figure Thanos. So, this Thanos helmet, head with a helmet, looks unreal. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. It looks absolutely outstanding. So, set that aside. Let's get our Hercules out. Wow, he's even smirking. Cool. So let me tell you guys, I'm sure if you watch our channel often, you saw me hunting all around town for these bad boys. And finally, what you don't know is that when I went to Walmart, I finally was able to find one where I knew they were going to come out. And I got there. They had the whole wave on the shelves. They had just put on the shelves because they were stocking. And I grabbed them all, put them in my arms. Not even a minute or two later, I kid you not, somebody walked up, wanted to buy them, was like, oh my gosh, did they just put them out? And I got the last Ebony Maw and Hercules, and he's like, oh, can I just see it? So I felt bad for the guy, but you know, we need it too. So had we been late, he wouldn't have been sorry for us. He'd have been like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. So look how great this looks. He's got a really cool beard. Wow, he's even got like almost like a man bun going on here. So he's got this right here. Look at this mask helmet deal going right here. This is cool. Look at this emblem right here. That looks awesome for this belt. Looks like he has tons of stuff in this little man fanny pack going on right here. So he's definitely veining out. Got chest hair. This is an action figure with chest hair. Man, that one was a blast. Space seems to go on forever. Sorry, I just like doing that voice. So he's definitely big and buff. Look at that. And he's got fists. Oh, he's got open hands too. Look at that. So we can have him. Let's turn him right here. Flexing. So that looks cool. He moves right here at the high part of the bicep. And because his muscles are so big, His arm does come more than 90-degree angle, but only that much. So this is cool. Parts right here around his wrist. We got good movement with the fist, so that looks great. Great articulation. Look at this. Good ab crunching. That was a little looser than I would have thought. Let's see. The head doesn't go back terribly far. Oh, it should. Look at that, because there's a track. There we go. I heard that click. The head actually moves ridiculously far back. Look at this. So just clarifying that it actually moves ridiculously far back. Look at that. Okay, so it probably means ridiculously far down. Sure does, look. So he's definitely showing off his strength. Look at that. Okay, so turns right here at the waist. We've got a little bit looser than I imagined right here at the hips, but moves well. Let's see. There we are. Moves the high part of the thigh. This one's looser than this one. Got double joints right here at the legs. That's pretty good. Let's see. It does turn this high part of the boots right here with his belts. These are really cool looking boots and belted off, really awesome. That looks really cool. So let's I don't like how loose it is right here at the ab crunch. So let's take a look at these weapons. These are actually some really cool looking weapons. Look at this. This like 3-edged axe. That looks awesome. Look at this unreal sword. It looks so awesome. And I wonder if it goes right in here. Sure does. Look at that. And then this axe. Gonna ask you a question. Boom! Uh-oh, it's a little tight in there. So there we are. Was able to slide in. And that looks really cool, right? So let's see what these hands look like. Let's go ahead and just swap his hands out so that we can have him hold these really cool accessories, weapons. So this will come off once you slide the hand off, so just be careful. Okay, I just want to see how that was right there. Okay, put that right on, just twist, snaps right there. Put these hands away so we don't lose them. Oops, and if I put them like this, they'll stay. Boom. Okay, let me set this aside and let's pose him there with those really cool weapons. Nice. Okay, so let's pull this back out. Let's pull this back out and let's put this sword right in here. And yep, let's have him, like if he's pulling this one out, slide it right on in there. Let's see how I can get a really cool stance but still go with our dudes over here. Oh, and I forgot his hips are super loose, so let me see. Okay, cool. So look, I just have him a really confident pose right here. Like, no one can match me. No one's as strong as me. Look at that. So you really think you can challenge me? Yeah, right. So he just lazily holds his weapons right here. And yeah, I think that actually looks outstanding. So let's put him right on over here. So we can stand him up. Let's spread his legs. Look how great that looks. Outstanding. All right. Awesome. And now let's move on to the final part. Dun-dun-dun-dun. The part you've been waiting for or skipped forward to. So either way, it's all good. Let's get our Build-A-Figure pieces on out of here. Boom. So we can build this guy together. Look how great this looks. So this is unreal. We wanted this just for this Thanos, didn't we? So, all right. First of all, let's get this head right on over here. Simple little twist. That already looks amazing. Let's get this Infinity Gauntlet arm. It needs to snap. There we go, or click. Look at that. Unbelievable. Okay, let's get this one on in here. Just push in like so until you hear a click or a snap. Oh, I forgot that part. Cool. That's gonna go here. And we're gonna need to glue that because it came loose. Alright, look how great that looks already. Okay, let's just twist this leg up on here. Move his little man skirt out of the way. There we go. Look how big he is already. Same thing with this one. Just jam it all up in there. And man, does he look outstanding. Jeez. Okay. So let's put this weapon right here in his hand. Ooh. There we go. Just slide it on in there from the top down then. Look at that. So we're going to take a closer look. Look how great this looks. So this Thanos is huge. Look how big he is compared to the other guys. See? Looks massive. Look at this absolute great grimacing face. His head moves back pretty far, up, pretty far down, turns. Yes, love the way it looks. Look at this wonderful looking helmet. Look at his gold armor. He looks absolutely outstanding. Look at that. So his arm moves. Notice how it moves at the shoulder only, not above the bicep. You know, we say it all the time. Don't they all move above the bicep? No, they don't. This one does not. See, on neither one of the arms. And because of the shape of this armor, it's only going to go so far back too. But decent amount far back. The elbows are only going to come into barely more than a 90-degree angle on that one, and not more than a 90-degree angle on this one. So let's see, it still at least turns there. Look. Okay. The wrist does move back and forth. Let me see if I'm going to need to support this one to move it. I don't want to crack his wrist off. So, there we go. Once I can loosen it up, perhaps. But this Infinity Gauntlet looks unreal. So, this wrist, let's see, does this move? It does move, of course, and it goes back and forth here, but this is going to pop this off, so we'll leave it at that. He does ab crunch, so that's cool, right? Okay. Alright. We got mobility at the high part of the thigh. The hips do move pretty well. He does not turn at the waist, so that's important to know. He does not turn at the waist. I repeat, he does not turn at the waist. Okay, so we have this right here, which is, you know, softer plastic than the stiff ones over there, but definitely still semi-stiff. Right here we have great double articulation at the knees, double joints, and then the feet do turn, pivot, and go back and forth ever so slightly. So Thanos isn't going to be jumping around like Spider-Man, so he doesn't need this crazy, ridiculous articulation. He just needs to look really outstanding and scary. So this is a great face he's making in pose. Look at that. So that looks amazing. So let's just see what he looks like in size, and I'm sure you're gonna love the way this looks. So let's zoom on out. It looks absolutely unreal. Let's bring this down right here. Let's bring this over here. And until I glue that thing, I just gotta be mindful that it's loose. Look at that. So this Thanos looks just sick. Let's stand him up a little bit straighter. Look at that. Let's bring this down right here, closer to his body. Yep. That looks just amazingly outstanding. He doesn't even need to spread his legs to stand. He just needs to have a strong enough stance. So that looks absolutely amazing. Let's bring this Infinity Gauntlet in like this, and let's have him, maybe we have him like this. So guys, tell me what you think. We're coming to a conclusion, but you know what, let me get the deluxe action figure from Hasbro. You'll see the size comparison. And if you want, let me compare him to the other Thanos action figures. I'll tell you what. Let's do that. So let me find. Here it is. So that way you can see. Here we have the original Build-A-Figure Thanos we got from Avengers Infinity War. Now clearly there's been some vast improvements, especially like on the color scheme. Look at that. And the face detail and so on. Now, right after that, or actually for the Marvel 10 years, there was vast improvements on that Thanos. Look at this. The color scheme, the gold paint, the detail within the gold paint, the open Infinity Gauntlet. Look at that. So absolutely outstanding. This one is a superior follow-up to this one, but I will say I'm happy to have this one. I'm glad we had this close fist, because before this I thought it was just gonna be these two. So too bad this head doesn't match that one, which obviously we could paint it, because then we can't switch them for different heads. And this one is basically the same face he's making, except with a helmet. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, guys. I want to thank you so much for joining us here today. Thank you for watching our channel. And subscribe, please, if you've not already. Turn on the notification bell, and we make videos just about every day. So we try to have them every day. So please come back and visit our channel, whether or not you're getting notifications, to see what video we put out every morning. We try to have one between, really early in the morning, hopefully before 10 o'clock. Sometimes as early as 4 a.m. all the way to 10 a.m. is usually when we have the video come out, and it's there waiting for you when you wake up, so that you can watch as soon as you wake up, or you know what? You can check it out later in the day. So guys, thanks again for watching Vincent GD's Super Channel G. I can't wait to talk to you later, and I will see you soon. Bye. Peace out.